Now let's come to the distributive property of whole numbers. So in the previous video you have learnt about commutative property, associative property and closure property of whole numbers. So let's come to the fourth property of whole numbers, that is distributive property. This property is very important for calculation. This property is very important of whole numbers for calculation. Okay, and this property is used when we have to multiply a number by the sum or difference of two whole numbers. We have to apply this property, we have to use this property when we have to multiply a number by the sum or difference of two whole numbers. So what is the distributive property? For any three whole numbers a, b and c, a multiplied by the sum of b and c, we can write this as a multiplied by b plus a multiplied by c. So a multiplied these both two whole numbers, a multiplied by b plus c, that means a multiplied by both these two whole numbers, a multiplied by b, a multiplied by c, and between these two whole numbers there is plus sign, so here will be plus sign. So this is the distributive property. Distributive property of multiplication hold for addition. And if you take the subtraction for any three whole numbers a, b and c, a multiplied by b minus c, so you need to multiply this number, these whole numbers with both of this whole number, a multiplied by b, a multiplied by c, and between these two whole number there is minus sign, so here you need to put the minus sign. Okay. So this is the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, and this is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay. So distributive property of multiplication hold for addition and distributive property of multiplication hold for subtraction. Okay. So let's take an example. If you take 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5, so how can you get the value? You can get the value in your process, that is 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5, that is 8, this value is 16. So if you multiply using the distributive property, 2 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 5, this value will be 6 plus 10, this value is also 16, and this is the distributive property over addition. So if you take any three example of distributive property of multiplication for subtraction, 3 multiplied by 5 minus 3. So that is 3 multiplied by 5 minus 3 is 2, that is 6. So 3 multiplied by 5 minus 3 multiplied by 3, that is 15 minus 9, that is 6. So the value is same. Okay, so this is the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, and this is the multiplication property. This is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay. So now let's come to some more important property of whole numbers, additive identity. So what is the additive identity? If we add 0 with any whole number, we will get that number. If we add 0 with any whole number, we will get that number always. That means if we add 0 with a is any whole number. So if we add 0 with a, we will get always a. Okay, so jodi amra je kono ekta whole number er songe 0 add kori, amra always সেই whole number টিকে পাবো. Okay, so that is 0 is called the additive identity. So what is called the additive identity? Which number, if we add any number with any whole number, and if we get that whole number, then that number, which number we will add with the whole number, that is called the অ্যাডিটিভ আইডেন্টিটি। তাহলে কোনো একটা হোল নাম্বারের সঙ্গে আমরা যেই নাম্বারটা অ্যাড করে সেই হোল নাম্বারটাই পাবো, আমরা সেই নাম্বারটিকেই বলবো অ্যাডিটিভ আইডেন্টিটি। সো হিয়ার if we add 0 with any whole number we can get that whole number always. So here 0 is called the additive identity. Remember this, 0 is called the additive identity. So what is the multiplicative identity? If we multiply 1 with any number, we will get that number. So if you add 0 with any number, we will get that number. And if you multiply 1 with any number, you can get that number. So if you multiply 1 with A, you can get A. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity. 0 is called the additive identity. 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Okay. So operation of multiplication, let's come to another important point, that is operation of multiplication and division are inverse of each other. Operation of multiplication and division are inverse of each other. So what is the meaning of this? 6 divided by 2 is 3. So if you multiply this 2 with 3, you can get this number. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and if you multiply this 3 with 2, you can get 6. Okay, so that means operation of multiplication and division are inverse of each other. If you multiply 2 with 3, you can get 6, and if you divide 6 by 2, you will get 3. So for each multiplication, there are two corresponding division facts. So for each multiplication, there are two corresponding division facts. So let's see that 10 multiplied by 2 gives 20. So this is the multiplication fact. So for this multiplication, there are two corresponding division facts. So what is the division fact for this multiplication? So if you divide 20, this multiplicants, তাহলে আমরা যদি এই 20 কে এই দুটো মাল্টিপ্লিকেন্টস দিয়ে ডিভাইড করে দেই, সো 20 ডিভাইডেড বাই 2 gives 10, and if you divide 20 by this 10, you can get this number. তাহলে এই 20 কে আমরা একটা নাম্বার দিয়ে ডিভাইড করলে আরেকটা নাম্বার পাবো। তাহলে 20 কে 2 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করলে আমরা 10 পাবো, and 20 কে 10 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করলে আমরা 2 পাবো। So these are the division fact of this multiplication. So let's see another example. 4 multiplied by 6 gives 24. So what is the division fact of this multiplication? 24 divided by 4 gives 6, and 24 divided by 6 gives 4. So this is the division fact. And there is a important relation between dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. You have to remember this formula, or you have to remember this relation. So what is dividend? Which number divides by any number? যে নাম্বারটিকে আমরা ডিভাইড করি, that is called dividend. And which number divide the another number? তাহলে যে নাম্বারটা ডিভাইড করে সেটাকে আমরা বলি divisor. And after division, which number we can get, that is called quotient. And which number left after division, that is called remainder. So in this there is relation between these terms. So the relation is dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so this is very important. So using this relation we can simplify, we can calculate any problem. And you have to remember this: if A is a whole number and if you divide A by 1, so if you divide any whole number by 1, you can get that whole number. And if you divide any whole number by that whole number, you can get 1. And if you divide 0 by any whole number, you can get 0. And if you divide any whole number by 0, that is not defined. Okay, you have to remember this. If you divide any whole number by 1, you can get that whole number. if you divide a whole number by that whole number, you can get 1 as always. And if you divide 0 by any whole number, you can get 0. And if you divide a by 0, if you divide any whole number by 0, that is not defined. Okay, so let's solve some example using the some properties, using the properties of whole numbers. So first example is on dividing 15,990 by 290, the remainder is 40. Find the quotient. Here you need to find the quotient. So first you need to find the terms. So what is dividend? In this question, the dividend is 15,990. Divisor is here. You need to divide this number by this number. So divisor is 290. You need to find the quotient. You need to find the quotient, and remainder is 40. So you need to write the relation at first. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So you need to find the quotient. So here we need to find the quotient. So this আমরা এটাকে একটু just reverse order লিখবো, that is divisor into quotient plus remainder equal to dividend. That is, we need to find here the quotient. So remainder will shift from left hand side to right hand side. আমরা remainder কে shift করব left hand side থেকে right hand side. So that means এই side থেকে আমরা এই side এ আমরা এই remainder টা shift করব first. Divisor into quotient equal to dividend. So if you shift this remainder from this side to that side, then plus will convert to minus. And now we need to shift this divisor from left to right. Quotient dividend minus remainder by divisor. So dividend is 15,990, remainder is 290, remainder is 40 and divisor is 290. So 15,990 minus 40, that is 15,950, 290. Okay. So if you divide this first, you will cancel 0, and if you divide this two number, you can get 55. So 55 is the answer. The quotient is 55. Okay. Now you have to fill this blank. Fill in the blanks. 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 8. So here you can observe that the position of the bracket change. Here 5 and 8 is inside the bracket. So here you need to write 4, and this is the associative law. Next one, 8 multiplied by 6 plus 8 multiplied by 10, that is 8 multiplied by 6 plus 10. This is the distributive law. 5 plus 4 equal to 4 plus 5. So here the numbers exchange their place, and this is the commutative law. Next, commutative law, this is the 156 multiplied by 218, that is equal to 218 multiplied by 156. So these two numbers exchange their places. So in multiplication, if the numbers exchange their places, the value does not change, and this is the commutative property of multiplication. Next, 580 divided by 580. So you have learned, if you divide any number by that number, you will get always 1. So 580 divided by 580, this is 1. Okay. So this is how you have, if you use the property, you can easily, if you use the property of whole number, then you can easily calculate some values. Okay.